Mila. It is Monday, January 20th. It is Martin Luther King Day. It's also Inauguration Day. I live right outside of DC, so I'm staying home, but I'm also staying home because I'm not feeling very well. I've been battling a cold. It's also the day after the TikTok ban, and that was a scary time. I'm actually here to talk about the wedding planning, and for a second, I thought I was losing all of my resources for wedding planning. I tried going on Instagram, and I just could not find what I was looking for. But also, I'm assuming that you're on here because you already know me, and you're here to follow along on our wedding journey and the road to becoming a Cinco. I don't know what to title this YouTube. I'm not a Cinco yet, but that's just gonna happen anyways, like I already know, so I don't know what else to title this YouTube account. I'm actually making this YouTube to see if I can make a digital diary of our process, not only for wedding planning, but also my fiance, RJ, and I's need to learning how to budget together. I noticed that a lot of content creators that I follow for budgeting and couples budgeting are already experts. I am not an expert. They're also entrepreneurs, they know what they're doing, and to be honest with you, I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. My fiance, RJ, proposed to me in March of 2024 last year, so on my birthday weekend. And by the way, that was literally one of the best weekends of my life. So thankful for RJ for planning it, my family for being there, and all of our friends for being together. I didn't realize how much of a big deal it would be until I experienced it. And a big reason why I loved it so much is because we had an engagement party where I didn't even have to plan anything. I sat back, I didn't even know it was gonna happen. RJ planned the whole thing with my friends, and I think for once I felt like I was able to truly enjoy something that was meant for us and meant for me to have a good time. We both agreed that we wanted a semi-long engagement just to enjoy the time that we have together. Once you start wedding planning, the wheels really don't stop turning, and I just think life gets crazier. And now, since January has hit and it is 2025, we have started to look into wedding planning. And I have news to share for those of you who are actually watching this video. We are eloping. We were hoping to have a wedding in the Philippines for 2026. The prices and what I was seeing, it really wasn't that bad compared to how much a wedding could cost. You get so much out of a wedding in the Philippines. But at the end of the day, when I look at the number, it just doesn't sit right with me, even if it's a good deal. Like, it just doesn't sit right. I'm gonna talk you through the things that we started doing when planning the elopement. Planning an elopement to me is just one big gray cloud. There is no template. The first step in my elopement planning was going on Pinterest. I wanted to enjoy this process, going through my Pinterest boards and pinning things that I wanted, whether it be locations, dresses, color schemes, florals. Pinterest has a, I don't know if you can see it, collage option. Pull up your board, you can collage the photos together, and later on I found that a lot of wedding planners, they will ask for some sort of vision board or collage. So I have been using that to send to the photographers and the wedding planners, which I thought had so much fun. This is probably like the most fun part of the process and the most stress-free part of the process. The second thing I recommend to do when wedding planning and also budgeting together as a couple is to create a joint email. So RJ and I both have a joint email that we both have access to. That way I'm not sending him emails from my account, he's not sending it to me, and it's not getting lost. The third thing I recommend doing, I ditched the idea of having an actual wedding planning binder. This might not work for everybody. It might just work for me, and that's fine. I committed to learning how to use my iPad, and I downloaded GoodNotes and signed up for a membership, and I basically have planners for work, my own personal planner, and then a planner for him and I. I like GoodNotes because you can have different folders, and so if I click on wedding, I have a journal for myself, which is all of my bridal stuff. I have a little checklist, and then I have right here the Cinco's wedding planner. What I like about the digital planner is I can link anything that I find on the internet, and when I click on the link, it brings me right to that page. I can screenshot stuff and add it to there. Also like that RJ has a link to this actual planner, so whether he has GoodNotes or not, he can view it as a PDF and he can scroll through to find whatever he needs. I've listed our top venues, I've listed photographers that I'm looking at. We put together a guest list if we were to have a reception with a little to-do list. You can even find this stuff on Pinterest and download it. Okay, so let's talk about the elopement. So our goal is to elope in Europe and have a symbolic ceremony that would be just the two of us, and then extend that into our honeymoon so we can actually enjoy a vacation. Also, the reason why I want to go to Europe is because him and I have never been to Europe. I've met so many people that have been to Europe, or at least been to like a country. I've only had a connecting flight through Europe if I was going somewhere like the Philippines, but We've never actually been able to experience it. Anyways, yes, elope in Europe. Budget in total, elopement and vacation, hopefully under 20,000. We are currently reaching out to different photographers and wedding planners, having online meetings with them and asking all of the questions we need to ask. I'm hoping to share with you guys in the future where it's gonna be, because if it's there, see, I don't even wanna say anything because if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be so sad. But if it happens, where we're planning on having it happen, it's just so us and it's gonna have everything we need. Thank you guys for listening along. I'm kind of excited about this little diary of mine. I wanted to separate this from my content creating on TikTok and my Instagram. If you guys would like to follow my other accounts, if you aren't already, I do have a TikTok and I'll list my user. I also have an Instagram that's a little bit more lifestyle and things I do day to day. If you guys are on an elopement journey or a budgeting journey, let me know because I would love to follow along with that too. Bye.